I mean, so I'm like, y'all, hey, look at these co-ops. Set you some bread aside, go get you a little loan or whatever. Pay for that shit if, you know, you just paying on that loan and you paying your assessments, that loan, and your utilities.
Welcome everyone to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the
Sorry,
Stanford Cardinal
me and your
and
mom, we got
legends
a nice
such as
setup.
Elway, Luck, and
We
McCaffrey,
in this
all
bitch
of whom went through battles
just,
like the one we'll see in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success
after these
of this
next 3 months
program
is up.
and honor the seniors on Senior Day.
And
As
I'm
we'll
gonna
see a
start giving me
squad
some bread on this.
well, the
Like,
Notre
now
Dame
all it's
Fighting
needed is
Irish
500.
taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready
He's
to
gonna be
tee it
paying
up.
500 a month, 1,000. So where we at? And
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get
that's
this
it.
one started.
Like, quit playing.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set. First down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Still on his feet at the 45.
That's the gayest shit about this game, man. Fucking CPU takes the worst angles ever. It's like the shit you don't teach kids.
Dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball.
Run to where he's going, not to where he's at.
To get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking. Let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Going up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinal! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Oh, come on.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
That blaze in the house.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to turn the corner on the right. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
What you got going on over there, Blaze?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Trying to pick up 7 here on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big time throw on that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped.
I'll take some on the slide this morning, dude.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds.
Wow,
But the question is,
pass.
will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And you have to try to apply heat to the quarterback, but you have to know when it's too much. The roughing the passer penalty gives them a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Oh, come on.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Unloads to the wideout. And the ball
why
is
is that him?
intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He's going to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal coming up. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked
Well, hey, honey.
for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
Come,
It's true.
why
I
always
think
make
for
me
them to
run
get
in
back in this
mud?
one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxuries of defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nah, that's too much bread, man.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
The equivalent of 2.5.
He's looking to throw. He's going to
Oh
let
my
it
God.
go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Easy.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Good block.
Look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can
What you
fly,
drinking?
who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead, really.
Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Great job by
Where
the
you get this
quarterback
from?
thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know the place that we went by my house to eat at?
Mm-hmm.
That was on Stony Island?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's
Oh,
3rd and
Hosted.
5.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
From the gun on
Checking
3rd
it out.
down. Oh, they really could have used that catch
Don't
there.
host it.
Physical
No, it's good.
pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, so
Notre
you
Dame
went over
lining
there.
up to punt it away.
Jeez.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
What's wrong?
And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line.
Hmm? Decompressing. What happened?
Drop
The
that girl
Stanford
to come on.
offense making its way back onto the field.
Take it in. Get on my nerves.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Come.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to move off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
She didn't call me 3 times today. Four.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
The diplomas in Peter. But I thought I took out her high school diploma.
He wants to throw here on second down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Where's the grant from? Oh, how to write grants?
From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
See, these are classes that they used to get for free, and they stopped doing it because people started trying to show other people how to do it.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. Still on his feet. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Here, so you gonna let Braylon
Here
play?
come the Irish, back on offense.
You
Huge
should.
deficit to start this third
That's
quarter. They just
something.
need to find
I'm sure
something
he's
to
working
build
out.
a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Touchdown, Cardinal! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too.
Whatever. Lay up and be a bum.
I got the interview. Hey, I got the interview. I got the offer. I got the job. Conseguí la entrevista. I got the job. I got the offer.
Showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
So sponsors, it's going to be City of Chicago, Cook County.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to get to it.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Quality wages and benefits.
Wide receiver shows motion. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. Caught over the middle. It's Miles. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
What do you had a guard?
Okay. Working.
Well, don't leave me at that.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. set for a first down play.
One of those things do. They should.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
A robot. Competition.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job on the base defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. Man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
I don't know, Robert.
give to the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You just swarm.
Don't you
Where are
chase
other
that
guys?
bit.
You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the
Chase that
football.
bit.
Make sure you get them on the ground.
Flash a line, maybe.
Lining up for the PAT.
Straight down the street.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
He was the principal.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone.
And the director at University of Chicago School with that John Abraham. He left and went to Hawaii. Took some job off in Hawaii.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
For 8 years, I'm being over now.
Okay, ready? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the red zone, looking for a space. What a snag by the defense. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ooh, that's a lot.
This offense has a second down play.
It's 2022.
He's looking to throw. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
You can't train your little players better? Well, you got buy they whatever.
On second down, just keeps firing. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
In the back.
Can't
beat that.
$17.99.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Let's go. We got some life.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
No, that's okay. Anything else interesting in what you do?
Just you.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Enjoying the 5-day training.
The toss to the outside.
Come on, break the tackle.
The 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I love this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
To learn how to interview and resume, we giving you $50.
He leaves it with his back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Teach your job.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Just stay.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
It's thinking about where your product is going in the next 1 to 5 years. This is the higher level, more philosophical part of my job.
With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Lets it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They want that clock to run. Across the 25, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Vinny Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. It's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. It had hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
What's up, Queen?
With the clock running, this should be the final play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation.